Hi guys, welcome to this video. This is Joseph Tochi. So in this video, we're going to be designing this flyer. Right. So this flyer is actually a design challenge in my community. I find out that a lot of people find it very difficult coming up with a replica of this particular design. Now I want to state that this is not my idea. This is not my design. So this is actually a design from Pinterest. Okay, I have it here already. Okay, so this is actually a design from Pinterest, but I had to replicate it as the challenge stated. Right, so this is actually the original design, and I asked to get it almost the same way it is. So if you look at it, you see that they are not exactly the same, but they are almost the same, right? So we're going to be replicating this from scratch. I'm going to be very quick about that. All right, so you're going to be learning some things here on how to blend background, blend images, how to combine colors, and basically how to uh, use backgrounds, how to deal with it when your background is removed, like, because this chair now, these well, if you try removing this background, you find out that this chair is going to go with this guy. So how do you do it? So let's just do it very very quickly. So first of all, I think we should just go home. Let's start from beginning. So this is what we have here, right? So this is what we have here. So we're going to start our design from beginning, and I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to be starting with the guy. So the first thing is importing the image we're using. So I downloaded the image already, and then I'm going to get it from here. So I already removed the background of this image. So this is the original image. So you can see that this is the original image. Alright, so I'm going to be using these two images in this design, but then I've removed the background of this one, and that's what I'm going to be working with. So I'll just import it. You can see that when I remove the background, the chair left, and it's only the guy with the laptop. So I'm going to just import it like that and keep. Alright, so just keep it this way. So I'm going to increase this guy. I'm going to increase the guy. I would have to be looking at the design, so I will actually replicate what I have in mind. So I have to be looking at it. Let's just import it. Okay, so this is the guy, or rather this is the design itself. So while replicating this particular design now, so the first thing is keeping this here, and then I'm going to import this guy and keep this guy here. Alright, so this guy, I'm going to keep the guy here. So right now I'm looking at the image here, so I can get the same thing or almost the same thing. Alright, so I can keep the guy this way. Okay, then secondly, next thing I'm going to do is to put the chair. And how do you do that? A lot of people had issue on how to get that, so let's just quickly do that now. So come back to the original image, which is under our download. So come back to this place, and then I'm just going to crop this chair out, so this guy out, and then crop this place out. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do very very quickly. Okay, so import it like this. So after importing this image, so a lot of you had issue with this. So after importing this image, you're going to just increase it, and just align it with this guy, and move it to back. Let's see. Okay, okay, I think we will need to recrop this. Okay, Can have to increase it. Okay, so I have this image placed here, and then I'm going to just click on this image and touch the color filter. Right, no, sorry, I'm going to touch the saturation of this image just to get the darkness of the chair that is here, and you can see that it's turning to that. Right, just get the same thing, and think I'll keep it here and we're okay here. So next thing is to lock this so it will not be moving. So I've gotten this particular one. So what's the next thing? The next thing now is this building. So I'm going to carry this building and bring into this design. So how, go back to the building. So this is the building. So I'm going to just import this building like this, and I'm going to keep it this place. Right, I'm going to move it to back, move the building to back, and then you can adjust it, knowing that this building is not actually going to go all over the design. Right, so you can enlarge it so you can have some part of it extend to the design, to your canvas rather. um, okay, we can have this, so you can see that the house is now this place. So how do we cover the top? There are several ways you can do that, but I'm going to be showing you one of them in this video because of our time. So I'm going to move this outside. Okay, I'm going to move this here, and then I'm going to collect a shape. Collect a shape, and then keep this shape here. Alright, keep this shape here, and then just arrange it properly. So ensure that it reaches here. Okay, so just keep this here, and then okay, so keep this shape here, and then go to texture, collect this texture, then come to this house, collect the same house, and then adjust the displays, and you can see what we have here. So just okay, so I want to enable this this ratio, and then come to this place. You can see this sharp line here, so I'm going to come here and erase that sharp line. Not really, yeah, actually erase. So come to eraser, and then I'm going to increase the blur and this, then this, not all of this. So I'm going to start cleaning here. So I'm just going to clean here a little bit. So after cleaning, I'm going to join it together, and you will notice that it has actually joined with the sky. You see that? So it's almost not noticeable that they are different, right? As separate images. So I'm going to lock this and also lock the building. And see, I've gotten this particular one. So the next thing now is to come to move this to front, so we can be looking at this since we are replicating it. Now, if you look at this image, you find out that it's not the same thing. The building, you find out that it's not the same thing with the one they have there, but we just need to get almost the same thing we are seeing here, and not 100% exact, because we don't have all the materials the person used. So we're going to get this color shade now, and we'll come to shape, and then enlarge our shape as much as possible, just to fit the screen rather. So enlarge our shape this way. Okay, come back. So after enlarging, so you'll come to color, come to gradient, and then this was the color I used, right? This gradient, and this is how to create it. Just come here. I'm not going to be wasting a lot of time in this video because okay, just come here and select your color here. So you can see that this is yellow, this is orange, which comes here, and then this is green. Yeah, what's lemon? This is okay. This is green. So this is orange. This is green. So you can see that both of them. So if you want to change this one, you can click here and then change it to your preferred color. Right, you can see what we got. So I'm not going to change that, so I'm going to just go ahead and select this. So this is just a gradient color in a shape. So this is the shape we have now. We can see the effect. So I'm going to move it to back, so but it won't be showing. So because of that, I'm going to bring it to front of this. All right, not just front of this. So I'm going to bring this one. So I'm going to bring this one down, bring it down here. All right, so let's see what we got. So this is also going to go back. All right, so we're going to actually going to reduce the opacity of this shape. All right, so I'm going to reduce the opacity. Let's see what we have. So this is what we have here. So I'm going to come back to here. If you notice this, so I'm going to come back to here and erase that part that is showing. All right, so come to eraser and then so I'm going to clean it here. So I'm just going to clean here. So just clean here. I don't really need this whole thing because it's not showing. So clean there and keep it here. You can see what we have here. It's similar to what is above there. All right. So this is what we've got. The next thing now is to start writing. So we can still further reduce the opacity of this. Okay, so we'll go ahead and write our text, which is this. It's Monday. It's Monday. Okay, so we're going to keep it here. Remember, I'm watching this, I'm trying to replicate this, and that's why I'm placing it here, so I can be looking at it in order to get the same thing, right, or almost the same thing. So I'll come to my fonts. I'm just trying to get almost the same thing, so because of that, I might not be using the exact font that is in there, right, but we're just going to use the same typeface of fonts. Right, so let's try this. So you can see the padding is not okay. I'm going to pad it. Okay, so color, I'm going to come to color and give them the color here. Again, it's not the same font, but since we don't have the exact font and I can't go looking for it right now, we're just going to make use of any script to have currently. Right, so come back to this place. So okay, we have to write everything that was written there. I have to increase it so I can see it well. So come to fonts again. You can change the color that I'm using. So you can see enjoy our premium services, our top life rates await you. Okay, so let's just enter what they're saying there. Enjoy our premium services, our top life rates await you. So this is what we've got. So I'm going to reduce this. Remember how typography can change your work, and because of that, I'm going to be working on this by changing the fonts. Right, so let's see what we've got here. So this is it. Okay, I can keep this here, not really here. Okay, then I can bring this together using my line spacing. So I'm going to copy this font, and then though it's not the same, so I'm going to change the lights, or rather the font weight, come down to bold. Let's see how it looks. So I'm going to write everything the road there. I might not just enter it, So let's not waste our time and let's be faster. So whatever they wrote there, I'm just going to enter it here for restart, right? So I'm just going to enter it here and reduce it. So I'm reducing it. I'm going to come back to this place to put it well. Alright. So you can see this. Okay. Okay, so let's assume this is what was written there. Remember, this is just a practice, and I wouldn't want to waste a lot of time here. So that's why I just typed anything, right? And then I don't have time to be typing all of that for now, right? So I'm going to come down to this place, and then I'm going to actually select this, copy, then make the color white, right? Then I'm going to keep it here, and then I'll put the phone number up. I equally don't might not have time for the phone number. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So I'm just going to put any random number there, and then come to background, text background, and then this increase this. Okay, increase this, increase this, then add reduce. Okay, so adding reduce here. So I want to change the color actually. So I want to change the color to orange. So this orange. Okay, we're going to change the color to this particular orange, and then we'll come and keep this thing here. Right, so you can still extend it. All right, so I'm going to keep this here. Then remember what was written here, the number there. Okay, we'll have something like this. Reach us at. So that's their phone number. So let's see if we can get a font that looks like that. All right, so I might take this. Okay, I'm going to take this since that's the font I've been using already for the Monday. What I'm going to do last, to cover up all this place, just to cover up all this place, you can see these openings here, so it won't look as if they are not all together. So I'm going to collect my shape. I'm going to collect my shape, and then let's see. Okay, this is not locked, so we're going to lock the color there, and then select your shape. Right, so select gradient. Let's use this. Right, so black and white. You can actually create these gradients by yourself from scratch. Right, so I'm going to keep this here. You can see that seeing this, nobody knows that this guy is not really on top of the chair, but just a design. Right, so I'm going to keep this here, and I'll move this phone number and everything on top of it. Okay, so keeping this here, so you can see how I got everything. One thing I want you to learn from this design is the color, right? How the gradient usage rather, and then secondly the background of this, how it was gotten, everything that was combined, and basically everything. So you can see how it is. Okay, so you can see that this is the design we just achieved, and then this is the one that was design, so you can look at it that we got inspiration from. Okay, we've now put this. Some people forget, or some people actually left this because I don't know why actually. But let's just try putting it now, and try putting it. Then place this thing here, and then copy, no, crop, then copy it, change the color to red, and then I'm going to rotate it. Okay, okay, so I'm going to come here and merge them together. So there are several ways you can get this, but this is just the shortest cut. So come here and erase color. Then I'm going to erase white, or rather red. So I erase this, then reduce it. So remember the color. So this is the color. So I'm going to come here. Okay, so I can write something like this. Trade with us, just as it is written there, right? Okay, so I'm going to come here and keep my color, my text color white. So and then bring it down. So that's it for this video, and I hope you got everything. If I give you this design now, you can replicate it using the exact method I used, right? So that's it about the video. See you in the next video.